Welcome back to the video. Today is week 3 of our pantry staple series, little by little, and I am excited to be in week 3. I can't believe it's been 3 weeks already. So let me go ahead and get right into the video and let me show you guys what I purchased this week for the pantry. So this week I wanted to focus on getting my sugars. So I did purchase powdered sugar and I purchased light brown sugar. So these are great things to have in the pantry because they are staples for baking and cooking if a recipe calls for it. And so I'm happy to have these in the pantry. I got popcorn this week. I love popcorn and I want to start making my own popcorn. So we are going to give that a try. So this is a nice big bag of popcorn too. 2 pounds of popcorn. I felt like that was a really good deal. I think it was $2.36 at Walmart. Everything is from Walmart this week. I've been finding that Walmart has been just the best price as I'm shopping and looking for sales and deals and everything, but it just seems right now Walmart is winning them out. I purchased 2 cans of the tomato basil garlic pasta sauce. This is something that's just good to have in the pantry. I'm gonna be stocking up more on these items, but I just wanted to get the first little foundations in and see how we're using them. And so pasta sauce is something that is always good. You can always make a quick meal with this. Some spaghetti, lasagna, ziti, bread flour. This I am so excited for. I have been waiting and waiting. Last week you saw, or was it last week or the week before, you saw that I purchased the instant yeast. And so now I have the bread flour and I can start making my bread. A can of evaporated milk and 2 cans of corned beef hash. So this is my little haul and I did spend $20. So I stayed on budget, minus this. I stayed on budget and I think these are pretty good things to have in the pantry. And let me go ahead and get these things in. So something I wanted to share with you as far as having some staples in the pantry so far. My son and my son's girlfriend, she's over here, she hangs out with us from time to time, and they have also been loving this little pantry series. The other day we came home and he had made some chocolate chip pancakes and he was so happy to share the news with us that he made chocolate chip pancakes. And so he loves chocolate chip pancakes and he has only ever gotten them when he's out at the restaurant. And so he was happy to make chocolate chip pancakes as we purchased chocolate chips in our last haul. Everybody's been enjoying the pantry items. I feel that having these staples on hand is just going to open up everybody's ability to cook different things, to experiment, and yeah, so it's been going well. One thing that I want to say, and I want to make sure that I encourage myself as well as others, is that we are in a time where things are just, it's so expensive. Gas is through the roof. Food prices are through the roof. Everything is just very expensive. But one thing that I want to do is I make sure that I am preparing my home, but that I'm not doing it out of fear. I'm having faith and trusting that we are going to be taken care of regardless of what's going on in the world. Some may say, all I have is $5 extra a week. What is that going to do if gas prices are $4? This is not about fear buying. This is about creating a system for your family's life. These things are going to happen regardless of what we do or what we say or what we feel. Life is going to go on regardless if the gas prices are $4 or the gas prices are $2. We have a responsibility to trust the Lord regardless of whatever season that we are in. I'm building out my pantry because I want to just ensure that I'm being a good steward of my home. I'm not building it out of fear, because if something happens and we had to leave our home, I can't bring any of this food with me. If something happens and God forbid there's a fire, or God forbid, whatever, I can't bring any of these things with me. We can't bring our pantries with us. We can bring some items depending on where we're going, but this is not going to ultimately save us from whatever is going on in the world. But this will help us if there are times when financially we can't afford something. This will help us maybe be able to help others. I want to make sure that I'm encouraging myself as well as you, that to see the blessing in it, to have joy while you're doing it, but also not to do this out of fear. The world is fearful, the world is going crazy, but when you are a believer and you know where your help comes from, regardless if your pantry is full or not, He will take care of you. You will be taken care of. So know that as you're building out your pantry and you're building out a system for your family, that you are doing it out of peace, that you are doing it out of joy, and that you are doing it to be a good steward of what you have, and just doing it because you want to love your family and feed your family. So please make sure as these times are growing darker and darker, unfortunately, we have to continue to trust the Lord, and all that we do, we have to do it unto Him, because it still matters. Regardless if things are crumbling down around us, we have a promise and we have a hope that we can trust the one that we serve. So make sure that you guys are preparing out of love. Make sure that you're preparing out of hope. Make sure that you're preparing to be a good steward, and not preparing and not stockpiling and doing these things out of fear. The Bible tells us to do all things unto the Lord. And so even stocking your pantry, even taking care of your home, taking care of your family, make sure you're doing all these things unto the Lord. And so if you're doing it unto the Lord, you're not doing it out of fear. So don't have fear, and stay encouraged, and make sure that you're doing what you do out of love. Okay, so I'm going to be putting in my powdered sugar and light brown sugar, but I don't think I did purchase one more jar today. Let me show you. I purchased one more jar today. This is $5. Again, I have to have a little budget, and it's gonna take a little time to purchase all the jars and different things, but little by little, and I'm okay with that. The store that I buy them from, I think Dollar General, they have a ton of these, so I try when I go in there to pick up one. And so I got this today, and so I will put either my powdered sugar or my light brown sugar in one of these. I am gonna put my bread flour in one of the jars. Let's take this out. I'm gonna use the jar that I had our cookies in. I'm gonna wash this out and put the bread flour in here, since we don't have any cookies right now. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my 2 jars. I'm gonna put the light brown sugar and the bread flour in the jars. Hopefully I won't make a mess. So this is all the bread flour that we have left. How cute. I have chalk, and I can write and I can label this. So I will do that. But look at that, you guys. How exciting. Let's go ahead and put it in the pantry. Okay, so that is that for now. I have more jars that I need to purchase, but like I said, I'm gonna do that slowly. And my flour needs a jar. Oh no, I do have a jar for my flour. I have to put that in. I have this jar for my flour, so I'll go ahead and fill my flour jar. I'll go ahead and fill this up. I'm gonna get a little bin for the overflow, and I still have to get something for the powdered sugar, but that is that so far. So slowly but surely, we are building this pantry up, and I don't feel stressed about it. I don't feel worried. Peace. I need peace. So this is peaceful to me. This is exciting to me. This is fun to me. And I just know that it's going to benefit my family greatly. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I thank you for spending your time with me. If this is something that you enjoy, please follow along on this little series. Please hit the subscribe button. And until next time, I pray that you and your families are well. And I will see you again soon. Bye for now.